Okay, you guys, I want to talk a little bit about Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy. So, there wasn't a welfare check that was issued on Gene, who was 95 years old at the time, and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, who was 65 years old. Now, Gene has three children, adult children, a son and two daughters. They range between the ages of 57 and 63 years old. Christopher, Elizabeth, and Leslie. These are the children of his first wife, Faye Maltese, who passed away in April 2017. So, I want to really get into this because a lot has been on my mind since I heard about new developments that happened in the case. So, we know a maintenance worker was speaking to 911 that afternoon that he arrived to Gene Hackman's home. He said he looked through the windows and seen, he said two people, but we know that it was Gene and Betsy on the floor. He said he could not enter the home. Now remember, we'd heard, or we've even read numerous articles, and we've heard people on numerous platforms, even the local news media, have said that the door was open, not unlocked, it's open, it's wide open. And I'm figuring it's not like our residential neighborhood, where you look out the window and you can see, somebody, if they just have an Amazon package, delivered, it's just sitting on their porch. It's not like that. He lived up, like a winding kind of area, and it's secluded, probably spaced off by, a lot of trees and bushes, all that. It's secluded. So if his door was wide open, you wouldn't know. You couldn't see it from the street, like you would see in, residential homes. You couldn't really see it. So he said he only saw two unconscious people on the floor. He figured that they were unconscious. He did not say deceased. Quote, "No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here real quick." I'm going to actually play some of the recording that happened, earlier that day.
Wait for you to... 911, what is that emergency? Hello, my name is... I'm the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit. I'm here at past 10,000 waves. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Are you with the patient now?
I'm sorry?
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Okay. Okay. Do they appear to be completely awake?
On the way?
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay. Did you hear them talk or cry?
No.
Okay. Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody up here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
I'm sorry?
My units are underway right now. And
okay, I'll meet them down at the gatehouse because they might not have a code.
Okay. Also, is there any way...
That means that the cut off with you.
Okay. Also, is there any way that you can open the house, or is there like a hidden key so my units can access it?
I have no idea.
So the house is closed? The door is closed? Yeah.
So when I first heard about Gene, his wife, and a dog passing away, the news media said it was not considered foul play. And, Gene's daughter, she said that she believed, one of his daughters, I don't know which one, but they said they believed that it was carbon monoxide poisoning, which made sense. I'm picturing, Gene at home, him and his wife in the bed, or his wife in the bed. He might be in a recliner in a living room. The dog is somewhere in the house. And, carbon monoxide that we know is odorless, and colorless, and it's deadly. It killed them. I even said for everyone, please, get a carbon monoxide detector. You can get some for less than $20. Check the ones that you have. Put in new batteries, because this was terrible. I even checked to make sure, my detector was in place. So definitely, it was going to just end as a sad story. And for those of you like myself that enjoyed, Gene and his acting career all these decades, it was just a sad story. Then we hear that suspicion grew. Gene's daughters by his first wife, again. Gene has no children with Betsy. They had German shepherds. They had animals. They would foster animals, adopt animals. That is what they considered their children. Nothing wrong with that. They had a fur family. Nothing wrong with that. And then on that day that the daughters, we don't know what's going on with Chris right now at this point, but the daughters were seen coming out of a Denny's, laughing after having breakfast at Denny's. I don't really care for Denny's. I leave reviews for Denny's, by the way. The 2 times that I ate, I do not like it. They charged me $3 for 1 egg on my salad, but that's a whole nother story, okay? But they were seen coming out this restaurant, and they're laughing. Now, they don't have to come out crying and distraught, but, a lot of people didn't like seeing that. They thought that this situation was suspicious, maybe from jump. And then you see these 2 women coming out the store laughing and cackling. So it probably brought more suspicion onto them as well. I mean, you just were told your dad has passed away and your stepmother, and you go grab breakfast at one of the most nastiest places, I think. But, I mean, hey, this is what they did, right? This is what they did. So, days later, again, the news media are saying that these deaths are suspicious. Based on the way that the scene was described, it sounded like something else was happening there. Gene had a pacemaker that was shown that his, quote, last event, end quote, was February 17th. So that's more than likely the day that he passed away. He had been deceased for at least 9 days before they were found. Some articles and news outlets are saying that it could have been days to weeks that this couple may have been dead. Confiscated was 2 green cell phones, 3 different types of medicine, a thyroid medicine, diazepam used to treat high blood pressure or chest pains, and Tylenol, and a 2025 monthly planner, again, items that were seized by investigators. We know why they took the medicine, I guess to see what it was, could that have contributed to their death, and a 2025 monthly planner to show this wasn't maybe an unliving. If they had a monthly planner, it means that they were planning to do things that month. So you're not going to end things when you have a 2025 monthly planner. The year is just really beginning. So Jane and Betsy, they did not show any external trauma, and there weren't any immediate signs of foul play, which doesn't mean that it wasn't any foul play. It's just to the naked eye that it doesn't show that there were any immediate signs. And the biggest sign of all, was there's no carbon monoxide or natural gas. The couple both was tested, and they're ruling that out as a part of their death. So how did they die? Now, the scenery. Their bodies were found in separate rooms. Betsy was in the bathroom. She was on the floor. There were scattered pills around her in an orange prescription bottle that was also there. And they are considering those pills to be of, quote, important evidence, end quote. And Betsy's body was showing signs of decomposition. So that means it takes about 2 weeks for signs to show. So this is why they're getting 9 days to at least weeks. There was bloating in her face. Mummification, again, has set in. And she was next to a heater. Now, a heater could speed up. Dramatically, it could speed up mummification. It definitely could, opposed to cold air. Now, Gene's body was similar in condition. He had a walking cane by him and sunglasses that were near him, and he was laying on the ground, but there was no injuries to his fall. But he was on the ground. The German Shepherd was found inside a crate. It might have been a sleeping crate that they used for him to sleep in. It was in a closet in a bathroom. Okay, he wasn't like ducked off in there, I don't believe, but he was in there. And there was also 2 healthy dogs on the property. So I know that they're doing autopsies, and they're also going to do one on the dogs to try to figure out if, did the dog die of starvation? Did the dog die of dehydration? Something of that nature. Now, the healthy dogs. Now, again, even though the maintenance person said that he could not get in, it was locked. We remember we was hearing reports where the doors was open. So I'm figuring maybe the dogs had ran out and was able to, topple over some trash and eat from the trash. That's what I'm thinking. They didn't say they said the dogs was healthy. They didn't say they were on the verge of starvation. So they were eating somewhere. I don't know. Maybe the one inside died naturally. I really don't know. It would have been nice if they said a little bit more about the dogs, but they did say that the dogs were healthy. So again, I'm just assuming that the dogs had found some type of trash and was able to feed off of that. So more investigation is being done, of course. People in the area, they said this couple were very nice and respectful to everyone. Gene was very healthy. He was extremely healthy for his age. After he had a heart operation or some type of bypass when he was 60, I know he got on this verge where he started taking really good care of himself. And Betsy was considered, a good cook, and she was taking extremely good care of him. The only cheat days he would have is when he goes and plays, golf with his buddies. He would have his cheat days. But other than that, he pretty much remained fairly healthy. Him and Betsy would be seen, all around Santa Fe in their little area at a restaurant that they like. They would go to art galleries because Gene loved art. He was also an artist. I didn't know that. He loved to paint. He would gift people, pieces of art. That's how much he liked it. He would also attend Pilates class with his wife, and the instructor there would jokingly say, Gene, did you come to work out or did you come to talk? Because when Gene came, he was ready to talk. So everyone was just pretty much sharing really fond memories of Gene just around there. Gene left Hollywood when he was 74. He was done with it, and he just wanted to enjoy the rest of his life. And I'm really hoping that he did. It's scary to know what really happened inside that home. Gene and Betsy were married for 34 years. And, for her to be in her early 60s, she was in good health too. So it's just scary as to what happened. The scene, they're in different rooms, pills scattered, they're both on the ground. They've been in there for days, probably even weeks. How your mind can react to this. Rest in peace, Gene Hackman, and your wife, Betsy Arakawa. If something did happen to you guys, I hope that you do get justice. And I hope that if a lot of people are thinking that these daughters may have been behind this, or they know what happens, if they are at fault for this, hopefully they will get theirs. Rest in peace.